You're listening to the Dude What podcast, where we review bad media and have a laugh while enjoying beer with your host, Harry and Tomo. Enjoy the show.
Well, we're back. We got another episode.
Yeah, man, we are back.
Hell yeah. We're back with another episode of Dude What podcast. This time it's quite a nice one because it's our 20th episode.
It is.
And as always, I'm joined by my best friend and co-host, Harry. How you doing, bro?
I'm doing good, thanks, man. I like that intro.
Hell
dude.
yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, man, I'm doing alright.
Yeah, what you been up to?
So, in the last episode, I said that I'd quit my job.
Yeah.
You remember? Because I had something else lined up.
Yeah.
And I started my new job. And it's nice, man.
Nice.
It's a nice difference. I've gone from a job where I'm doing sort of not like super physical work, but harder work.
Yeah.
To a completely sort of different sort of thing. I'm now I guess you could say office based, and
Nice.
it's smart. It's not office is the wrong word. I'm not like in an office block or anything like that, but it's smart is what I'm trying to say. I'm actually wearing like a suit to work,
Yeah.
which is kind of cool.
Nice.
Nice change anyway.
Pretty posh. Well,
It
you're wearing a
is, yeah.
suit.
Yeah, I got like smart shoes, those fancy brown shoes with the little holes and things in them.
Yeah.
It's weird, man, but quite nice. That's
Nice.
why when we were talking about your job earlier, which is something we'll probably speak about,
Yeah.
I was saying, the change is nice.
Absolutely.
But so other than working this new job, which I've been at for like a week, I also went to see the new James Bond film today.
Oh,
actually.
nice.
Yeah, went to my local IMAX, saw it on one of those giant screens. Really good.
Yeah.
Expecting it to be sort of crap.
I've never been to an IMAX. I've always
What?
wanted to go to an IMAX.
Really?
Yeah, I've been to like standard cinemas,
Oh man.
but I've heard IMAX is so much better.
I pretty much won't go to a
Normal cinema.
Normal cinema now. Yeah,
Like View in that's not an IMAX thing, is it?
unless they have a special IMAX screen.
But would it be displayed saying it everywhere it's an IMAX and shit?
Yeah, it would say it's IMAX.
Oh, okay. Nah, I've never been one then.
Oh, dude, so if you can actually see an IMAX 3D movie where you're wearing
Yeah.
the glasses, it's so good. It's crazy.
Is it better? Because the last time I saw a 3D movie, I can't remember what movie it was, but that was when we had the red and blue glasses.
Oh, mate, no, it's come like a long
But
way.
then I've had my TV in the living room is 3D.
Yeah,
So you have the glasses which actually turn on and powered.
yeah.
That I was like, this is awesome, and
Yeah.
I was watching David
Well,
Attenborough
dude,
stuff.
if you think that's cool, then you would love the full.
Is it actually
3D.
the whole ones that powered?
No,
Oh.
but
But it's still sick.
yeah, because of the massive screen as well. But
Yeah.
no, like these films, like James Bond, and that wasn't in 3D. It was just they're showing the same film, but on that huge screen.
Yeah.
So it's just louder, and you just see more. And sometimes they film a lot of these films with, or like super stunt scenes. They'll film them with the IMAX cameras,
Oh, that's
so it'll
sick.
suddenly cut to a huge, massive 4K screen. It's fucking.
That's awesome.
dude.
Yeah.
You have to go. The sound was, it's crazy. But yeah, the new Bond film, really good. Would definitely recommend it because I know you like the Daniel Craig
Yeah.
Bond films.
He's my favorite Bond.
Yeah. You probably the second best one for me after Casino Royale,
Yeah.
which is a lot because Skyfall was pretty good.
Yeah.
But yeah, so went to see that new Bond film. Really, really good. And
Nice.
other than that, man, that's basically me. What the hell have you been up to?
Well, it's been eventful-ish.
Yeah.
Well, I applied for multiple jobs.
Yeah.
I had two people give me an interview. One, I just said I was busy, but I was just like, meh.
What was it for?
Sheet metal fabrication.
Oh, you don't want to get into that, dude.
Yeah.
I did that for a little while. It's hard work.
It was a bit of a pay drop, so I was like,
Yeah,
I don't want to do
It's
it.
hard work.
And then I applied for a different job, which was basically Euro Garage at Greg's.
Yeah.
And they offered me an interview, and then I went for the interview. They offered me the job,
Yeah.
which I was quite glad about.
Yeah, man.
Because I even checked on Indeed and it said like there's about 50 to 55 people that actually applied for the job.
That's really good.
So I was like, that's insane.
Yeah, you told me about that, and I was like, mate, that's really good news. Congrats.
So, but I turned it down because my work offered me more.
Yeah. You
did one of those
you did one of those like, pay me more, I'm gonna leave.
Yeah.
Things, and it paid off for you.
Yeah, because obviously it shows I'm a good worker.
It does.
They need me.
I don't know, man, because I considered doing that at my last job, but then I thought the problem is, and I think I was talking to Hamby about this, and he said, then they know you want to leave, and it's like different.
No, I say to them I want to leave because of this reason, and they've fixed that. They've sorted that reason.
Yeah, but
so that's why.
know.
So I'm much happier there because we've had a pay rise as well. So it was like quite nice.
I think that possibly the change might have been good for you, man.
Yeah, I would have, because I obviously have had previous jobs in public retail.
And your like shift pattern at this place is pretty crap.
Yeah, that's why after Christmas that's going to change, and that's what was part of the deal.
That's one of your like. Yeah.
Right, because on my job I don't have a finish time. There's like you basically work that. And then if orders come in, that's it. You got to work until all the job's done.
I need to know what time I'm going home.
Yeah, I know. That's why I hate it, because I could finish at 11 o'clock or I could finish at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, I don't know if I mentioned. I did
yesterday.
I don't know if Stevie's mentioned, but I've got him an interview at my place.
Oh yeah, he did. He said he said he might be working with you. He said
got an interview.
That I should apply as well, but I can't get there.
You need to get yourself a little ding moped.
Yeah, I do.
Bro.
I'm gonna get a bike. I'm gonna need to.
Yeah, you got to do it, dude.
This month I'm gonna not borrow money, so I can sort my stuff out.
Nice.
Hopefully this month will pay off.
So cool job news, man.
Yeah, and I also had my jab today, so my left arm is killing me, and I'm stupid because.
Oh yeah.
You know how you have to have when you have a jab.
Yeah.
It's normally the arm that's not your dominant arm.
Yeah, you'd go for... Well, they ask you.
Yeah.
And you'd go for that, you know.
Yeah, you'd normally go for the opposite one you use the most.
Yeah.
I went for my left arm when I'm left-handed. And my left arm's killing me.
When you told me that, man, I cracked up.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
It was a stupid move on my half. I just couldn't be... I was just like, left, and I just did it.
But you were saying that you're... Like it hurts more.
Yeah, it's insane.
Because I said when I had mine, the second one.
Like it's currently hurting. Like it really hurts.
Yeah, man.
The first one I had was fine. The second one.
Oh, like.
It really hurt my arm. Nah, don't jab my arm. Nah. But yeah, this one hurts.
Yeah, man. Anything else you've been up to?
No, not really.
Okay.
Other than that, it's just been simple.
Cool. Nice.
Boring stuff.
So. I think we should roll straight into our first little segment, which is What Are We Drinking?
What are we drinking?
So, this week, man, I decided, again, it's something a little different. It's a first for What Are We Drinking? I did have some pretty cool plans to do, like, shots.
Yeah.
And I had some stuff. And basically, I left it at home.
Boo.
Yeah, and had to think of something on the fly. And I don't know, man. I've been having like a headache last few days.
Really?
And I think it's just because of like new job sort of stress, because there's a lot of shit involved. It's like a big step up.
Yeah.
So I picked something a little different this time. And I don't know how you're going to feel about it, but let's just go straight into it. So,
oh god, I don't like that you said that.
Excuse me while I grab it. Well, I did actually try to get something that I thought you'd really like, right? It took me 3 attempts to pick this up. I went to a petrol station, I picked up a Smirnoff thing, and I was like, Tom, I was going to like this. Went to the counter, and they were like, £5 minimum. And I was like, fuck, you know. I don't want to spend £5. So I had to put it back.
You're like, fuck Tom.
That shop was actually flooding. Like the roof was coming in as I was like buying shit. It was fucking.
Oh, when it was pissing down.
Yeah. So then I drove to this big 24-hour place that's new by you.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Where's all the beer? Where's it?" And they were like, "No, don't serve alcohol." I was like, "What the fuck?"
Was it that garage?
Yep.
What the hell?
Yep. No alcohol.
Do services always sell alcohol?
Everyone I've been to.
What, even normal actual services? Because I think that's actually a services.
Yeah. Like
Really?
in the because
They don't sell. It's an Asda.
There's a little Asda thing in there.
Yeah. Why doesn't it sell? Oh,
Don't
what?
know. So then I was like, the last attempt is there's a little trusty cost cutter by yours.
Oh yeah.
I was like, I'll stop at Costy. They'll have something.
Yeah.
So I got something. Excuse me while I grab it. It's a Brewdog. Again, I know we weren't that fond of Brewdog last time, but it's Brewdog Nanny State. It is an alcohol-free hoppy ale.
Interesting.
Because I thought, I really want to chug some beers, but I really don't want to make this headache like any worse.
Yeah.
So, alcohol-free, man.
Interesting. That's
Let's say
it's a first.
Let's say we crack these open.
Oh yeah.
What do you think, man?
That's not that bad.
That's nice.
That's bearable.
Yeah.
That's weird because I think it's because there's no alcohol, and I think that's the thing I really don't like. To me, it's just the taste of alcohol.
Yeah.
So I think that's bearable.
Well, I think, to be fair, that's
Tasty.
I think that's nice because, to me, that does taste like it's got the alcohol. That tastes like a.
Yeah, it's like it has that taste at the beginning, but it doesn't have that longer lasting like alcohol does.
It's nice. I could chug that.
Yeah.
To be fair. Yeah, I'm sort of surprised by that. I was expecting it to be pretty gross, to be honest, man.
Yeah, I was expecting it to be gross because it's alcohol free.
Well, not all alcohol.
No, but you know what I mean. It has a rap for
not
being great.
To be fair, though, it is. I always used to be like, well, why would they make it? What's the point? But if you are out in a situation and everyone's drinking and you want to drink,
but you don't want to drink alcohol,
it's nice. And sometimes, to be fair, a couple of times, weirdly, I've gone to buy like just a small pack of beers.
Yeah.
And I have picked up like a 4-pack of alcohol free.
Yeah.
Because I like to just sort of sit there and have a couple of them, but I actually don't like getting drunk that much.
I was going to say, what do you like, say, when you go to pubs? What do you buy?
It depends. Like, most of the time it's normal beers.
Yeah.
Like ales and things.
See, I'm completely probably not what you'll expect.
What's that?
I just buy Coca-Colas, glasses of Coke.
You're like a Coke man, are you?
I don't tend to, if ever I've gone to a pub, I don't tend to drink unless I'm having a meal, like a family meal. I'll get like a pint of something. They're local.
Yeah.
They're local cider.
Yeah.
But these days I don't. I usually just go for Coca-Cola. Last time I went for drinks, I had, a glass of like Bailey's.
Oh.
But it was really nice. I was actually really I was like, damn, this is good.
No way, it's gross.
I like Bailey's. Not gonna lie.
Okay, yeah.
So yeah, that was a pub.
No, I quite like a lot of alcohol-free ones. I think they're some of them are quite nice.
See, I've never really tried many.
Oh, mate.
I think I've tried like one before this. I think that was Beck's Light or whatever it is, Bud Light. I don't know what the fuck it is.
Like Beck's is quite a good one.
Yeah.
Bud Light is just a lower percentage lager. It's not alcohol-free.
Oh, is it not?
Yeah,
oh,
it's
okay.
just a lower percentage. It's like a light beer.
Yeah.
I think it's like a 3.5 or something rather than like a 4 point or like a 5 basically.
Oh, okay.
So you can drink more and, but again, I think what's the point, especially with Budweiser, because I think it tastes gross.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Brewdog Nanny State, hoppy ale, alcohol free. What do you reckon? Would you buy it?
Yeah. Not gonna lie, I would if I was like out at a pub, a party or something.
Yeah, exactly. I
would actually buy that because I know for a fact if I ever buy alcohol, usually it always results in me having a headache for the night.
Yeah.
So it kind of ruins my night.
I was going to say, definitely, I can picture myself being at like a party.
Yeah, that's the strange thing. Yeah.
Wanting to taste a beer but not wanting to actually feel it, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, good. I would buy one, but maybe like one, like a bottle.
Yeah.
Not like.
I could buy two. I'd probably buy two.
Nice. So what are you giving it out of 10?
Probably an 8.
Nice.
Like I'll give it a good 8.
Nice. That's really good.
Because obviously it loses percent just because obviously. Well, I mean I don't like the taste of alcohol, but
yeah.
I just have I don't know. I'm usually not keen on alcohol free. At least from the experience I've had with one.
Fair enough.
But
this one's
quite nice.
I would say, probably like it's tricky. I think like a 7.
Yeah.
Because it's
good choice.
Because it's alcohol free. I think it does drop down. Like there's more obviously ones that we've had on. I think we had Jaipur on that one time.
Oh yeah.
With Steve, and that's still like my favourite beer.
Oh, yeah.
That's, strong. So I'd give this a 7. It's a good alcohol-free
That's a good rating.
hoppy ale, because it's not a lager as well. So I was going to say it's an ale flavour. So yeah, maybe
That actually
this is
is
the first ale you like.
I was going to say, I think that actually is, because I wouldn't mind. Can I have another swig?
Yeah, of course. Maybe so.
That's actually pretty nice. I'm quite surprised.
Good, isn't it?
Mm.
Cool. Well, that was a really successful What Are We Drinking?
Oh yeah,
dude.
that was really good.
What are we
We're
drinking? Nice. Yeah. Just going to place those over here and maybe work my way through some, actually.
Yeah, not that bad.
I mean, we got a couple of bottles.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Nice.
Okay, sweet.
T-Lad.
Now it's my turn.
Yes, it is, man.
I got my segment this time.
Speaking of your segments, just before we jump in, dude.
Yeah.
We've got the Harry's Half Hour now.
Oh yeah.
So, I think maybe people are waiting for, like, a Tomo spin-off at some point.
We can do.
Yeah. I don't know.
But yours is quite new.
Yeah.
So we can get people's opinion on stuff. We can have, like, a feedback.
I had an idea, alright, as I was riding down, and I thought of obviously, like, Harry's Half Hour, HHH. I thought
Triple H.
TTT, and I was like, Tomo, what about? And I had this weird idea, and it came at me, like, all at once, and it was called Tomo's Time Capsule, right? And what it was is that, like, you chose a year, say from, like, 80 something to present day.
Yeah.
And you looked at just maybe like stuff that came out that year, as in like a game, or like a game and a movie and like a song or something.
Well, and give facts about it, or
no, just talk about it for like, even if it was like 10 minutes or something, really short. You were like, this is the year that Pac-Man came out or something, or this is the year that this game came out and it's hilariously bad or something.
These years of interesting facts or interesting
cool.
games, and yeah.
That was just a little idea.
It's a good idea.
But maybe people could suggest something.
Yeah.
Would be cool. Send an email.
Dude What Podcast.
gmail.com.
At gmail.com.
Nice. Instagram.
I was going to say, you could also check us out on Instagram at Dude What Podcast. You can also check us out on SpeakPipe. Well, messages on SpeakPipe. You
can send us a voice message, and we'll play it. Yeah,
we'll play it in the next podcast.
Yeah.
Or next episode.
Which would be 21.
21, yeah, man. It's still great that we're at 20. Like, it's awesome.
I think we'll have to do something special for 25.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's like the first big number, I think.
Yeah.
Sorry again that there isn't any YouTube videos. With all the shit going on and like starting my new job, I just do not have the time.
Yeah.
I come home, I'm shattered. I gotta have dinner and shit. I'm shattered.
Yeah.
Sort my shit for next day.
It's understandable.
Yeah. So, hopefully I'll get some time and we'll slam all of those on at once. So yeah, sorry about that. Anyway, T, I fully interrupted you as we go straight into your segment, man. What's it called?
Tomo's Impossible Questions. Tomo's Impossible Questions. Alright. So, obviously the idea of this is I'll ask a question. I'll just say a question that is quite hard, either hard or pretty much impossible to answer.
Yeah, man.
But it's more, get you thinking.
Yeah, I like
that's at least what I'm trying to do.
I really like those ones that do get you thinking.
Yeah. It's hard though, because it's very limited. It's hard when you've done a lot. And then finding new,
there's a lot out there, aren't there, that are just not great.
There's a lot that's really deep, and I'm like, I don't want like deep stuff like that.
There's some that are paragraphs as well, aren't there? And it's just too much.
Yeah. But anyway, I got this question. Do you want the first one?
Yeah, man. Do it.
Hell yeah. If the early bird gets the worm, why do good things come to those who wait?
Yeah. Contradiction.
It's interesting because I've heard that a lot. That saying like that is the early bird gets the worm, but I've also heard about the people good things that come to those who wait. So I don't know. That's interesting.
Yeah, they definitely, the two sayings definitely contradict each other. Which one would you say resonates more with you? Are you more of a early bird catches the worm, or good things come to those who wait.
I'm more. I believe in good things come to those who wait.
I would probably say that I lean more into that side as well.
Yeah. Because it's like, I understand that when people obviously early bird gets the worm, so people say get up early, get the job done. Obviously they're doing that, but then most of them obviously are just going to work. So
yeah.
With us, it's like, whereas you can just, if you wait, whatever you're doing, it might just end up being a great thing. Whereas people can be like impatient.
Yeah, I think it's pretty healthy though to be a good mix of both.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
50-50 it or less, but like, you know, mix it up.
You still work hard.
Yeah.
But also you don't need to rush things.
Cool. Yeah, man.
So that's quite an interesting one. Obviously, if you have a great answer to this.
Yeah, let us know which one sort of resonates more with you, because obviously they both contradict each other.
Yeah, and also in case you didn't hear, do you want me to repeat the question?
Yeah,
just so that people are clear. If the early bird gets the worm, why do good things come to those who wait?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Send us an email.
Let us know at dudewhatpodcast@gmail.com.
Cool. Mate.
So that was my question.
Yeah.
So this time I'm only doing one at the moment. But I think that was a good one.
Yeah, it was, to be fair. When you said earlier, like, I'm just going to drop one.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, okay, you know.
Yeah, it's got to be a good one.
Yeah.
And I was worried because, obviously, like I said just before, it's hard to find good ones.
Yeah, it is.
But I feel like that one's good to get your brain thinking.
Yeah. Yeah, I like it, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Hell yeah.
Cool.
So, anyway, that's been Tomo's Impossible Questions. Tomo's Impossible Questions.
Cool, man.
Alright, sweet.
Yeah. Short and sweet.
Hell yeah.
Short and sweet.
Should we get on to this film people have been waiting to hear about?
Yeah. So, as I said earlier, I went to go see the new James Bond film.
Yeah, you said.
And James Bond is everywhere at the minute. There was the big red carpet event. There's posters everywhere. It's like trending and stuff. Well, I don't know. The word trending is pretty alien to me, actually.
Yeah.
I don't really follow anything, but it's big, basically.
Yeah.
It's big everywhere. I went to see it. It was a fantastic film, like I said. But I thought, let's sort of like ride this like Bond mania
BondTrain.
Ride the BondTrain.
Yeah.
That's going on at the minute.
See, that sounds cool.
Yeah, dude. BondTrain.
BondTrain.
We should caption this episode like episode 20, like
BondTrain.
riding the BondTrain.
Yeah. That's a great title.
If someone could remix like a tune to like the BondTrain, I'd love to hear that.
Hell
Sounds like
yeah.
a dance as well.
Yeah.
Do the BondTrain.
Do the BondTrain, yeah. Could trend that, bro.
Yeah. So, I thought of what is there in the world of Bond that we could do. Maybe at some point we will just do some of the main series.
Yeah.
But I know, because I'm a big Bond fan, to be honest, I know that there's a couple that are sort of made of James Bond, but that aren't considered canon to the whole thing.
Yeah.
They're not from the same production company that's been doing it.
Yeah, so it's not the same franchise.
Yeah, basically it's not the same franchise.
It's just the same... Well, it's just a different Bond.
Yeah, so the story behind this film, the film we're watching, by the way, is called Never Say Never Again. It's 1983, it's got a 6.2 IMDb.
Not that bad.
No, and I thought it was lower. I've seen this once before as a kid. I thought it was lower. I had it on DVD, because I buy all the Bonds.
Yeah.
Shit.
So you'd think that was sort of like, say, not knockoff, but like spin-off of like big franchises. You'd think that they wouldn't really do that great, but that wasn't that bad, yeah.
So the story behind this one is that I think... I can't remember.
It's hard.
I literally read it right before this. The story is that basically
the amulet.
The story the story behind the film.
Oh yeah.
How it got made, why it got made. So the story is that someone was like a producer or something, and they won the rights in a legal battle to be able to remake the film Thunderball, which is actually the fourth Connery film.
Yeah.
It's literally the same storyline, but pretty close without the motorbikes and horses and shit, which we'll get to.
Okay.
But so this film was made, different production company. They managed to get Sean Connery back for this, and apparently they considered George Lazenby, who was a previous Bond also. But that's why it's weird, because you see Sean Connery and you think, oh, like James Bond.
Yeah.
But it's not the same.
No.
And this was actually quite a bit later. It's 83, so Sean Connery is 52 years old at the time of filming this.
So it's pretty old.
Yeah.
For playing the Bond, the guy who's meant to be nimble and
Yeah.
like jumping around and assassinating people, killing people.
Yeah, like Bond's appearance in this film is definitely something that is kind of weird and takes a bit to get used to.
Yeah.
Because Sean Connery's a tall dude, so he's like a really tall... Like, he's not old here, because obviously Sean Connery acted when he was much older, like white beard and shit.
Yeah.
But he is older, and he's starting to go grey, and he's hanging out with, like, really young people.
Like 20, 30-year-olds.
Yeah, and it just looks out of place, man.
Yeah, he does.
He's too old.
Yeah. It looks like that somebody he's looking for his daughter.
Yeah, he does.
Like, it's just weird.
I read a fact, though, that apparently he was like 3 years younger than Roger Moore was in Roger Moore's last one.
Oh, really?
And Roger Moore's last one is actually my favourite Bond film.
Nice.
It's the A View to a Kill. And he's really old in that. I've said about it before, it's hilarious. It's great, I love it. It's my favourite one.
Yeah, my one's Quantum of Solace.
What? Quantum of Solace?
Yeah.
That's fucking shit, man.
Yeah, I
No.
like that one. It's a good one.
No.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, it's a good one.
Casino Royale, man. Out
Nah.
of the Craig era.
Wait, to be honest, actually, I forgot about Casino Royale, but
Casino Royale is
yeah,
way
I'll
better.
say Casino Royale. Actually, I'm gonna
Yes,
change my
mate.
mind there.
Yes, man.
No, just genuinely because
Yeah.
it's like,
It's good.
yeah, I just completely
Casino
forgot
Royale
about
was
that
really
one.
good. 2007 or something.
Yeah.
I think everyone was expecting that to be a bit shit because that was the first like reboot of it. You know, Daniel Craig's one. Everyone hated him, but yeah. Anyway, this film, much older James Bond. The film literally starts and it's like there's like a really shit theme song, isn't it? This one's shit.
Yeah, it is.
It's how's it go, Tomo? Never say never again.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
never say never again.
And it properly sticks with you, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Even after the film had finished, we were like singing this song.
Yeah.
We were literally just singing it, and we were singing it to all like different lyrics and shit, which was hilarious because we couldn't get it out of our heads.
No.
But yeah, like Bond is basically, I don't know, man. Like it's hard. I think we spent the first 15 minutes at least trying to get used to it,
Yeah.
didn't we? Because it just was like
Just weird how old it is
yeah,
compared,
yeah.
like.
It totally threw you off.
Yeah.
Threw us off. He's basically at like a resort or something at the beginning. He's trying to get close to like a woman or something. Like there's a couple there he's trying to get close to, and there's like a massive meeting in there. Like there's like a Spectre meeting in there.
Oh, is that the bit when she
like
goes
under the island at the beginning?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, there's like a big Spectre meeting, and the woman, one of the first things we noticed, which we thought was hilarious, is this woman walks up to this like full body scanner, and it's just, I swear, it's just a dude shining a light.
On either side, there's one on either side, just shining lights. Yeah.
Just like
legit, there was no. It didn't look like there was anything
Yeah.
like normal
And
projecting that. It was just a
did
person with a
not-
flashlight.
it did not set a good tone for the rest of the film.
Yeah.
Because we were like, oh fuck, you know, like, what is this? You know.
Yeah, already off the
Yeah.
bat.
There's a really funny scene where James Bond is obviously always seducing women, especially Connery's one, arguably pretty creepy with Connery.
Can be.
There's a lot of people at the moment. There's a lot of people at the moment that are saying he's like pretty, not like a pedo-y. I mean, he is in this because he's like old, but like gropey and stuff, like in a bad way.
Oh really?
Like, yeah, like it's people saying like those early Bonds not so great anymore. But I mean, I still like them. They're great films.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's like seducing these women, bringing her back. He brings this one back to his room, and she's like, "Here's your, you know, I can't stay. Here's your dinner." Puts a plate down.
Oh yeah.
It's like steamed vegetables or some shit.
Yeah, I know. It does like it's like caviar and stuff like that.
No, like she puts the plate down.
Oh yeah, hers. Yeah.
And he's like, "Oh, what is this?" You know, she's like, "Oh, it's boiled veg and something."
Yeah, he's like, "What is this crap?"
Yeah. Flicks open his suitcase.
It's like a briefcase which has like caviar and a plate of ready. What was it called?
Foie gras.
Foie gras. And he like just like shoves it in her mouth.
Ready sliced on a cracker.
Ready
Open,
sliced,
on a plate.
spread it on a cracker.
Yeah. Just in the briefcase.
Yeah, and he just puts it in the mouth. Like, mate, imagine if like that's like he's been waiting for this moment for absolutely ages.
I said...
and he's just fed it like a year-old cracker.
No, I said like he's drugged it.
Oh,
so
yeah.
That's like the creepiest thing to do. So weird.
Like, she just came in his room and he's just feeding her immediately.
I think he tries to sort of break into this meeting or something, and he ends up on the run somehow. And we were laughing because there's a scene where someone whips out some like funky ass binoculars with about 5 like
attachments.
Yeah, literally. And they go into like night vision mode.
Oh my god, it's like just a green picture.
It's hilarious.
It's so bad.
It's
and he's staring at the camera. He's staring at the binoculars.
Yeah.
He's just staring right at you. It's like he's staring into your soul.
Yeah. Sean Connery, like, great actor, great guy, but
that was terrible.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. Talking of Connery, I was saying in this film, because there's a pretty big sort of boss fight fairly early on. I don't know if you remember, between that big like dude with the beard.
Yeah. Well, when he kept he kept for some reason going at him and punching him after he realised that weren't working.
Bond gets absolutely battered.
Yeah.
He gets thrown around the room. Almost every punch he throws gets blocked or countered.
Or he just absorbs it.
And it made me think, right, is that because he's like older? Or
it's just the guy's a tank.
Or is that always the way Connery's Bond was? Because if you watch the new ones now, Daniel Craig, they've turned Bond into a tank. Yeah, like, he's a fucking big dude, isn't he? He can fight and stuff. Maybe Connery's Bond, like, maybe it's
just a normal guy type thing.
It is more throwing around and stuff.
Yeah.
It's funny how he's supposed to be like a top super spy. Yeah, he looks 20 years older than everyone else in the room.
Yeah,
He looks like he's about 60.
He gets his ass absolutely kicked.
Yeah, he gets his ass smacked by
big dude.
by this big dude, like thrown through about 30 windows.
What was it when he punched him in the chest and the guy... What was it? He threw something at him or something and it hit his chest. Oh yeah, the weights at the beginning.
Yeah.
He threw it at his chest and it just bounced off his chest. I was like, what? I was like, even if that guy's a tank, that would hurt like a lot.
It was almost weird because it was almost written like it was Roger Moore's Bond, where it is a lot more like, he's not really a fighter, he can throw a punch, but he's like, run.
I said, that he's like normal guy type thing.
Yeah. But I don't know, kind of weird. Just weird overall with him being so old.
Yeah.
I keep mentioning it, but like that's the.
Yeah, sorry we keep mentioning it, but it's just something to point out.
Yeah, it sounds bad because he's not that 52. He's not that old. He's not old, but old compared to how he last looks.
Yeah.
Absolutely. There was some intense as fuck. Sorry for swearing a lot. I'm
that's all good.
There was some intense music in this, wasn't there? Like orchestral score music. There was a scene where they were like loading some bombs, because this film does. If you've seen Thunderball, it is a similar plot. It involves like
the guy
nuclear, a bad guy basically recruiting people to get like nuclear warheads from submarines or something.
Yeah, and they had that one guy who had his eye changed to like the president's eye.
Yeah. So
and he was the one that was like, basically they were loading up bombs, but they were meant to be tests, training, so it wasn't meant to be live.
Yeah.
And he basically got access with that eye into the thing, and they activated it, so they put like real live bombs inside of it.
Oh, okay, yeah, that was it, yeah.
And then it was like intense music of them loading it up for ages, and I was just like, I understand like he's loading it up for ages, but like this music's so intense for such boring scenery.
It was really fast-paced orchestral music. It was like, what are we watching?
Yeah, we're just watching them just load up a bomb. Okay.
Yeah, there was a scene shortly after where, do you remember the snake?
Oh my god. Oh yeah, what was it after they drove off? I think it was like, did they blow something up? Or after he did that whole putting the bomb on, he drove off in his car.
And his like mate, the girl character, I can't remember her name.
No.
She drove alongside him and she was like, "Yeah, well done."
Yeah, and she had a snake around her neck, and she like,
weird,
chucked it into his car, and the way he reacted was really strange, because like, I understand he'd hate snakes, but like he like. It was on the road, and then the snake got chucked on his lap, and he steered off the road, did like a gnarly flip, smashed into a wall.
It was funny because she launched the snake out the window, it landed on his lap, and he literally immediately took his hands off the wheel and was like, "Oh!" Like, I understand it would be scary,
but you just pick it up and just fucking launch it back out the window.
I think that your drive. Well, I don't know.
If you're driving, you know your life's at the risk. You'd chuck the snake out the window.
I've seen some people freak out when there's a bee in the car or a wasp in the car, like genuinely let go.
Yeah.
But I do feel like with most people there is that, knowledge deep down that you're driving. If you let go,
you're gonna kill yourself.
Yeah, so you will just take it, kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I think you would be like, oh god, a snake. What do I do? But you'd still drive. You wouldn't just go, whoa,
let go of the wheel while you're going
like
40, 50.
Somehow he manages to swerve off the road, flips into a barn, and
annihilates and dies.
She pulls up, takes the snake out, which is perfectly unharmed.
Yeah, and she's like, I'm sorry. She's like, oh, baby, you okay? And it's like, well, you just tricked the snake. What if you actually killed the snake? Like, how did he die but not the snake?
Yeah, the snake's fine.
Yeah.
Wraps it around her neck, puts some C4 in there, blows that up, gets back in her car.
And then she starts driving. She has one hand holding the snake's head, obviously for genuine reasons, I'd say, because in case the snake bites her, I think.
She's got a snake around her neck. Who would drive with a snake around
And she got in the car and started driving. Yeah. Well, it depends on what type of snake it is, though.
Fuck knows, man. Would you risk it?
Well,
Driving with a snake around your neck?
Oh, no, but I wouldn't wrap it around my neck.
That's what I mean, like...
Yeah, but you can't... If you don't have, like, a constrictor, then you'll be fine. If you had a constrictor, you'd be fucked.
Why would you even bother?
Like, no, yeah, that is true.
Weird.
And then she's driving with one hand holding the head whilst one hand on the wheel. I was like, what the fuck? Why would you drive like that?
A pretty common theme in this film, it being like 80s, is the technology.
One it's quite funny.
In any scene where there is like a console, where, they are sort of observing, say, a missile, tracking a missile, or if they're just, I don't know, like, even like compasses and things, anything.
And even the code, like when they have screens with code on it, it's like, what is that code for?
Anything is like a really blocky, I mean, it was probably high tech at the time.
Yeah, but it was bad.
But it's like super pixelated, looks absolutely fucking awful. And I said to Tomo, how can you see anything? On that screen?
What was it? That one picture when they were in that wherever they were, and they were using. I think it was a ship they were on.
Yeah.
And they were like looking at a rocket or something that was incoming, or ship, and the picture was just that, a ship, or like a drawing picture of a ship. It looked like, and
it was
just moving up and down, left and right. And I'm just like, what is this?
What
like covering the whole screen. It's like, how are you going to get any information from this?
Yeah.
Like, how's that help?
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense.
Fair play. They must have done. Unless it was just all bullshit for a film.
Yeah.
Because there is a big bullshit bit later, which we'll get to, involving electronics.
Look forward to it.
Yeah. I thought that Q in this film was pretty shit. Q is one of my favourite characters in the series, and I think that everyone who has played him so far, bar this guy and maybe a couple of others in the other non-legit ones, have all been good.
Yeah.
Because it was that Desmond Llewellyn for years, the old Bond, like that's my lunch Bond.
Yeah.
That guy. For years, then it was John Cleese for a little bit, and this guy Ben Whishaw, I think he's called, from the new Daniel Craig ones. He's really good.
Yeah.
So, this guy, he was just sort of a weird, grey-haired, short. I don't know, man. He talked too much, I think.
Yeah.
Didn't really talk about the gadgets or anything. Q Branch looked like some random outbuilding on like a farm or something.
Yeah.
Like it was a solid structure but nothing else in there. Like it looked, the whole film kind of looked a bit shitty.
Yeah.
I don't know what the budget was of this thing.
No. I see the one turning point in this film was when we saw Rowan Atkinson.
Yeah, man. Surprise.
I still can't unsee him as Mr. Bean.
Yeah.
So when he talks normally on he didn't even talk normally on this. It was like still weird.
Yeah.
But I just couldn't take him seriously.
I think that's because,
to be honest.
That's because this was actually his first movie role.
I didn't know that
so
before
he was
that.
probably pretty young, and obviously when he was doing Mr. Bean, he was young, so he looked exactly like Mr. Bean.
Yeah. So it's strange. It just felt a bit weird.
Yeah. He played a really weird character who was sort of like Bond's contact on the island.
Yeah.
And just I think he was called someone Small Fawcett or something. Just
Small Fawcett, I think that was
supposed to be a real piss take British character.
Yeah.
Basically. And I like Rowan Atkinson. I didn't really like that very much.
No.
To be fair.
I do. I absolutely love him as an actor, but that was different.
But I understand,
It was his first role, first film.
Take what you can get.
Yeah.
Take what you can get. Some pretty weird sex scenes in this film, dude.
Oh yeah, when there was The shower scene, was it?
Yeah, the
and
shower
he kept like
scene.
pulling her to the right, and it was like, what the fuck?
The scene
the
when
fuck?
he's like massaging her and like basically like no oil tearing at her skin.
Oh yeah, that was funny because he
borderline
put.
painful to watch.
What was it? He put oil in his hands, but he didn't.
Yeah.
And he was like rubbing her skin. It looked like he was pulling up her skin because like
Yeah,
there was
It
no,
looked painful.
there was no like smoothness.
Yeah.
There was no oil.
It looked bad.
And then normally when you put oil on someone, it will like
Yeah,
glisten.
and you can see it. You
Yeah,
can see it,
in the light you see
Yeah.
the reflection, and it was like nah, nothing.
There was a pretty weird sex scene in this though, where it was on the boat. Do you remember? And it showed it cut to them kissing, right? Then it cut to them both upper torso lying in a bed with the music. It cut away, and then it kept cutting back
To them.
in different positions every time, but like only a part of them that
The
you
top
could
half.
see. Yeah, weird.
Oh, and then
Just weird.
also that brings an interesting bit, a funny bit. What was it when they slid?
Yeah.
The boat tipped tilted right, and then they slid to the right off camera.
Yeah.
And then the next scene was people diving in the water in diving suits, and I was like, did they just fall in there naked?
It
Like, were they
looked
just
like
banging in the water?
it looked like they both slid off the boat and slid straight into the water.
Even though they were inside.
But maybe that was supposed to be.
Yeah, maybe that was just
yeah.
the intention.
Yeah.
But that
'Cause
was
maybe they thought like it's a cool match on like slides.
transition.
Yeah, but it just looked a bit shit.
I probably thought it was a cool transition,
Yeah,
but yeah,
yeah.
it was terrible.
Not great.
Left me confused.
The whole film is full of bad effects. There's like really bad rotoscoping where you can see like the super visible difference between the two clips and things.
Oh, you can see the background like
Yeah,
clips.
yeah,
It's
you
like
can
it's
just-
not correct with the person
Yeah.
standing there.
It doesn't look that good.
It's like the rocket.
It looks like they really tried though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like that rocket when they were going flying through the sky.
Yeah.
It looks
Yeah.
so bad.
So, speaking of weird electronic things, man, what about probably like one of the main things in the film for me, because I forgot all about it, was there's a point in the film where Bond has to go to like the enemy bad guys, who's like a weird smiley Norwegian man or something,
Yeah.
has to go to his like private ship or something, or it's like a casino.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if it's a ship or
It was a shit. It was like a ship, but there was a loads of people as well that were like, I don't know, gambling.
I couldn't have been a ship then. I thought it was a ship.
Because what was it? Didn't she go into the room and then it was like everyone was in suits with like
Yeah,
slot machines?
There's like loads of weird arcade machines. Everyone's in suits and stuff.
Yeah. We're just gonna go play Space Invaders or something.
Yeah, they go to like a back room, and the main bad guy is like, like Mr. Bond, I challenge you to a game. Like, will you donate? Like, loser donates money to my charity. Like,
Yeah.
he's like, however, the game we're gonna play is a game I invented. It's like the weirdest fucking game.
Yeah.
ever.
It doesn't make any sense.
It's so weird.
It's like filling the gaps. It's like that.
So
How is it
they're
hard?
both sat opposite a massive table with a set of grips that they're holding on to. The game starts.
The joysticks.
It chooses a country and it says like we're going to dominate the country or something. Then it cuts to both of them just zapping lasers.
Yeah, because it gives the value of the countries. So I think it was like, I don't know, I think America was like 14 grand or something. And one before that was like $9,000, and it's like the higher up it goes, the more it like, because you get shocked.
Yeah. Oh,
so
that's
the
it as
higher up the
well.
money goes, the more shock happens.
The more you sort of lose, the higher pain you get through the grips.
And yeah, the grips shock you.
Probably like a vibration rather than a shock, I would have thought.
In reality,
Yeah.
yeah, they wouldn't shock him intentionally.
Well, no, actors, they wouldn't be actually anything they're acting like.
Yeah, true.
But yeah, just weird. And the whole time we were going, what the hell is going on?
Like, what are they playing?
And what a dick, right, to say, yeah, I challenge you to a match, but it's got to be this game which I developed, which you never played before.
Yeah, and it's weird because he played the game, and then he mentioned about it shocks you at the end, and he let go of the hands, and he was like, I'll give you this one. He was like, we'll play again, we'll continue, because you didn't know the rule about if you take your hands off of the sticks, then the game's over, then you forfeit.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, no, obviously he has never played it before.
It was really stupid. And then, after like 2 goes where he loses to the point where he flies across the room, basically.
Yeah, he jumps off his chair.
he's in like one more game, but we play for the rest of the world, you know.
Yeah, and that's like 130 odd grand or
You've just
something.
lost
200
twice.
odd grand.
Why would you
then challenge
bet
him
that
again
much?
to
Yeah.
then like it was about like $126,000 or something.
Like 300-something thousand.
Well, was
yeah.
it?
And this is
It's high money,
1986. Yeah. So he plays him again, and somehow James Bond is able to absolutely slap this guy.
Yeah, because the other guy's like shaking as well
This
whilst
weird
getting shocked.
zappy, blue and red zapping the screen game.
Yeah, confusing as
With
hell.
like a weird robot that was like, "Thank you, sir." It's like, oh.
Yeah,
ready,
yeah.
game, ready, game.
Play again. Thank you. Like what?
Weird. Some pretty cool stunts in this film, though.
Oh yeah, so we noticed a few people were actually in the vehicles and stuff
in the vehicles.
when the crashes happened.
Genuine vehicles getting destroyed. Something which is still about these days.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
like, obviously, without the CG to do it back then,
Yeah,
it had to be real.
and it was
Some
good.
good stunts. There's like a pretty cool motorbike chase, although the bike looks weird.
Yeah,
It's like, and you know, it's not shot. You know that Connery is not riding that bike, but whoever is good.
yeah,
You know what I mean? So
absolutely.
that was pretty good. Yeah, like a lot of other really weird stunts. One thing I was going to say, man, is that throughout this film, weirdly, there's like a lot of little alarms and things going off.
Oh,
Beeps,
yeah, I remember.
Beeps, boops, and bops, and everyone you were like, oh man, it's so annoying. And the one right at the end, you were literally like, oh dude. was
Oh
the
yeah,
fucking-
the alarm that she pressed, and it was like ree, 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 and I was like, oh my god, shut up! I was like, that is so annoying.
went
Just
on-
someone going ree for ages.
It went on for ages.
It
Even
was-
in the background of talking, in the background of music.
You could always hear it.
Yeah, and it was pretty
I could
annoying.
hear that in my sleep, bro.
But I was laughing the whole time, literally, because Tomo, you hated it so much.
It was so bad.
It was funny. It was really funny. So I meant to say actually in the stunts thing
Yeah.
that there was the horse chase in this.
Oh
You
yeah.
know that horse scene where it was like, yeah, that's a real horse, real rider.
Oh yeah, yeah.
We felt sorry for the horse though.
Yeah.
It's hard in these action films to think like, oh, is that horse I mean, 9 times out of 10, I'm sure
They're
that
fine.
horse knows its job.
Yeah. It's
knows
done it
what
before.
It's doing. Yeah. You know, it's weird to say, but it's like a professional.
It's a
acting
professional stunt horse.
Yeah, so it probably knows what it's doing or whatever. But
When it was like in the water.
in this one, the horse had this like I've seen the covers over the
Faces.
I think they're called blinders.
Yeah, so they don't look.
So they
So
can't
just look
see,
straight.
Yeah, so they just look straight, concentrate where they're going, don't get spooked. But this horse had like almost like a fringe.
Like a drape.
Yeah, like over his eyes. And we were like, poor horse. Like, how can
Yeah, like how the hell can he see? And he was running through like a little village. I was like, how the hell can he see where he's going?
Yeah, hard not to feel bad for that horse.
Yeah, and then
But-
he ends up in the water, and then you see him swimming in the
Yeah,
water.
But like a really cool thing, anyway, to have in the film.
Yeah.
Jetpacks, dude.
Oh my god, they were so dodgy.
Yeah.
Like the CG on that was bad.
At that point in the film, I was on my phone. I was looking up like trivia and stuff about this, which I've
Yeah.
totally forgotten all now. But I was looking up trivia and stuff, so I wasn't really paying attention. But I looked up at the screen, and there's like 2 super phallic shaped objects flying through the sky, and I'm like, what the fuck? What's going on?
Well, yeah, it's just they just got in a jetpack, and it looked like they had like 2 lampshades on the front.
Yeah, it was weird because it was like a whole body cage that you stood in. Like,
It was
like,
really
like
weird.
a one-man rocket. Weird.
But you could control it.
There was 2 of them flying through over the sky or something. Just strange.
Yeah, oh yeah. Confusing as hell.
Yeah, really confusing. To add to the confusion, towards the end of the film, a lot of it takes place in these weird ancient caves.
Oh yeah, when he
Which-
goes we go under the water and find that temple
Yeah.
of Allah.
I don't know if you've ever
Tears
seen,
of Allah.
I don't know if you've ever seen Thunderball, man.
Nah.
But one of the main things of Thunderball is that there's a long sequence where it's all filmed underwater. It's
Oh,
like
really?
a really long underwater battle, basically, between 2 armies. Armies is... There's not thousands, there's maybe like 20 guys as a team. They have
Okay.
a big underwater fight with like spear guns and things.
Ah.
Pretty tame for today's standards, but back then was like the main thing of the film.
Oh yeah.
So, obviously, this film not having the budget, they had that big fight like out of water kind of thing, but that's why there was a lot of scuba diving and shit in this film. But yeah, they sort of scuba dive and they go to these like weird ancient caves, ancient Syrian caves or something, Sumerian or something. Weird. That's the second time we've watched one of these films, and at the end of the film just goes weird relic hunter.
Yeah.
Indiana Jones.
Yeah, I will agree that it was a thing in that.
The only quote that we got written down this week was, what was it?
Oh yeah, it was like sweet like money.
Sweet like money.
Sweet like money, and it was weird because what was the guy? Was he French? Or Italian?
The main bad guy. I don't know. I thought he was like Norwegian or something.
But either way, when he said "sweet like money," he was extremely American.
Yeah,
like he sounded so American,
it
or at least
sounded
English.
Weird, and it was like a really out of place catchphrase that had us both laughing.
Yeah.
Doesn't beat. What was the one from Zombie Tsunami? Where it was like, zombie nuts roasting on an open fire or something?
I think it was. Yeah.
And that's still my favourite quote from this show. I think one of my favourites anyway.
Nice.
You get that on a tee.
On a t-shirt.
There was a proper bullshit moment, wasn't there, where you were like, bullshit. James Bond is in these caves and he's sort of hiding from the enemy at this point, or like they don't know he's there.
Oh yeah, and then he's on top of basically this statue. It's big like statue, but it's a big statue, and it's got like its head. It's obviously shaped like a person.
Yeah, he's like almost sat on the.
He's
shoulder.
behind it, behind the head on above, up on the like ledge, and he manages to use his feet to kick it, which tilts it over to make it fall off. And I'm like, how the hell? That was so heavy. And the way it tilted means that it was like he lifted it with his whole fucking strength, all of that weight to tilt it.
It's stupid because it wasn't like...
It didn't like slide off,
it
like tipped off.
It cracked and fell off. It was like he fully just hulked
lift it.
And broke a massive stone in half with just his legs.
Yeah, it was really weird.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
The ending of the film we didn't get, did we, dude? Because there's this big underwater battle.
Because what was it? As soon as they were going underwater, the cave got like blown up. Yeah. It blew up the cave entrance so that they couldn't come down.
Yeah.
And then it was like, who was it? What was his name again? Largo. That was it.
Yeah.
And we didn't know who it was.
Yeah.
In like his swimsuit.
It seems like just a random another goon comes up to try and fight them.
Yeah.
Bond like pins him against a rock with his scuba jet thing. Doesn't kill him. He's just like pinned, and we're sort of like, oh, Bond's like typing away on some little box. He's typing in some.
Yeah, he's trying to disarm the bomb.
Yeah. And the guy sort of pinned there. A woman, I can't remember her name. Domino, yeah. Domino, who's sort of the main Bond girl of this film, played by Kim
Basinger.
Isn't that a Family Guy? Basinger?
Or Basinger? I don't know. Kim Basinger?
I swear that's a Family Guy.
Kim Basinger?
But yeah, Kim Basinger is the main Bond girl. And she comes out of nowhere and she shoots this guy with a spear gun. And then it sort of cuts away
and then like
reopens the scene and everyone's sort of relaxing and the fight's over.
And we're like, who did they just kill? Was that Largo?
Was that the main guy? Main bad guy?
Like it didn't. I was confused.
They didn't explain it.
Yeah, they didn't explain it, man.
They did not. It was all over way too fast.
Oh yeah.
Didn't know what the hell was going on.
That ending was confusing.
Yeah. Then the film basically ends. It's just everyone like a big sort of hip hip hooray. James Bond saved the day.
Yeah,
that's it.
As always.
Bond gets the girl.
Yeah.
Which is weird because, there's probably like 20 years between them.
Yeah, that is true.
So just a bit weird. But yeah, that was pretty much it. I never say never again. Never gonna watch this again.
Yeah, that's a better title.
Yeah. I'm not a fan. I really like all of the James Bond films. I love them all for different reasons.
Yeah.
Like, I'm the sort of James Bond nerd, right, that if I did like an online Bond quiz, I'm fairly certain that I could get at least 90%. Or if Bond was my mastermind subject.
Yeah.
Fairly certain more than like 80% on that.
Nice.
So, and hopefully like max it out, but.
So what's your rating?
Yeah, I would give it, Like a 2.
Yeah.
If we could do points, I'd give it a 2.8, but I'd give it a 2 then.
Nice.
Because it's not going to get a 3 from me.
Yeah.
What about you? What about you?
I'll give it a 3.
Yeah?
Yeah.
One more?
I'll just give it a 3 because it sort of rounds off a bit, and it wasn't that great. I like the previous Bond films, but
I think the main thing that both of us liked, or like the only thing, was the fact that it was just good to see Sean Connery.
Yeah, I like Sean Connery.
Yeah.
But this movie let him down a bit.
Yeah, I don't even know if James Bond is my favourite Sean Connery role, to be honest. I think...
No, Daniel Craig's still my favourite.
No, I mean Sean Connery role.
Oh.
I think it would have to be Indiana Jones' dad. Sean
Yeah.
Connery, in that one film. I thought that was the best Sean Connery role for me. But, if you're talking Bond for me, it's Roger Moore. I know everyone... I know he's not the popular choice, but he's my favourite.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a good choice.
Never Say Never Again, 1983, dude. Don't know anything significant in my mind that happened that year.
Nope.
I wasn't alive.
Neither was I.
So, yeah.
That was 13 years before I was born.
Absolute darkness. Anyway, I think we've pretty much come to the end of the show, man. I mean, like, we've done the film. The film was fairly shit.
Yep.
But we watched it, we soldiered through. Don't know what we're going to do next week.
If you leave us suggestions.
Yeah, cool. That would be cool. That would be really good. I think... Well, so I basically chose this week. It's your choice next week, dude.
Hell yeah.
Think of a good or, like, really shit film.
Alright.
If we do a film, to be fair, like, we're pretty up to date with a lot of stuff right now, which is good. I wanted to be in this position so that we could talk about things that are current now.
Yeah.
And not be like in the past when these episodes come out kind of thing.
Absolutely.
But we're so current and there's so much going on that, like, I don't even know what we're doing next week, dude.
No, same.
Yeah. So maybe it'll be a video game.
Who knows what it holds.
Maybe it'll be a movie or a TV show episode or something.
We hope people are excited for the next episode as much as we are doing them.
Yeah. You can check us out at Instagram. You can listen to the podcast absolutely everywhere. Pretty much.
Hell yeah.
Sort of on YouTube. Spreaker. SpeakPipe. You know where we are.
You know the usual.
It's been really cool that you have tuned in and listened to us this week.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
Yeah, we really appreciate it. Seeing the views go up makes it worthwhile for us, I think.
Yeah. Even if no one was listening, it's still good to do.
To be fair, yeah. I think I said that in the most recent Harry's Half Hour.
Yeah.
I said that, like, we started the podcast so that we could hang out more.
Yes, absolutely.
And it's
Gives
sort
us
of
a
become
reason.
it's sort of become like just a fun thing that we like to do. So
yeah.
hopefully you like it too.
I love it.
Yeah. And hopefully you like it, everybody. You should all take care, stay safe, and most importantly, take it easy.
Hell yeah.
I've been Harry Dowling.
And I've been Tomo. And this has been Dude What Podcast. Dude What?
We hope you enjoyed this episode. You can visit our Instagram account at Dude What Podcast. That's DUDEWUT Podcast. And you can also email us at dudewhatpodcast@gmail.com. That's DUDEWUT Podcast@gmail.com. See you next time. Dude, what?